Once again, I'm going to go back into my memoirs. Told you I spent my last 2 years with the Ducks down there in Jacksonville, Florida. First maintenance officer we had was the name of Jenna, Commander Jenna. Now he's the one that told me that I don't get ass chewings, and I ended up in a little bit of hot water. But when he retired, he made sure that I wasn't there. He authorized me in '96. I tell you, the games people play to be happy. Anyhow, this Commander Cochran took over, and I was assigned a 2-room by Jenna. When Commander Cochran took over, you know, Commander Cochran and I talked. His wife and I ended up flopping recipes. Months went on. I'm deploying people to the aircraft carrier. I'm deploying people to Fallon, Nevada. And I don't know, about 6 months before I retired, I came to the conclusion I've never been close to an aircraft carrier, let alone on one, let alone seeing what these people do on it. And not only that, we got 6 Marines to qualify on an aircraft carrier on this coming up deployment. So I went in, I talked to Commander Jenner, and I asked him if I could put my name down on the list, because somebody's got to go and babysit those 6 officers. Commander Jenner started laughing. Yeah, you can go babysit them. I'll let them know. Okay. Well, over the next couple of days, a couple of the officers looked me up and told me what Commander Jenner told them about me babysitting them. Like I said, I've never been on an aircraft carrier. Never. But I went on to USS TR, Theodore Roosevelt. Spent 2 weeks on the Theodore Roosevelt. Yeah, we got up there to Norfolk. I seen the carrier. I went on the carrier. This chief told me to stick to him, and he'll take me to the billeting, because he was assigned the billeting, so he made sure that us gunnies, there was 3 of us that never been on a carrier, Gunny Ham and I can't remember the other guy's name. The only reason why Ham comes to mind is because of what happened later. But anyways, we got to billeting, and I'm in there, and the chief told me to make sure I buy one of these flashlights, because if the lights go out like they normally do, your flashlight's the only way you can get around. So I bought one. It was only a couple of dollars. And boy, I tell you what, when the lights go out, you better know where that flashlight is. I've never seen dark like I've seen dark on an aircraft carrier. Well, anyways, I'm milling around. This is day 2 now. We're already out on the ocean. And word came, FODWOC. Well, you got to put on your flight jacket. You got to wear your life vest because you're going up on the deck. So I'm going up on the deck, and I'm walking towards the front of the ship. I think it's called the bow. And this guy comes up beside me. And we were just talking. And, you know, I told him, you know, this is my first time. He goes, yeah, I've talked to Lieutenant John. Oh, you know Big John? Yeah. He told me to look you up. Whoa, neat. Who are you? Well, he looked at me and he went, well, read my shirt. So I bent over, and he had the word Air Bosun on his shirt. And I looked at it and I went, Air Bosun. Huh. That's a funny name, isn't it, Chief? And he went, Chief? And he cleared his throat. And I went, Senior? He went, try again. Well, there's only one more above that, and that's the Master Chief. The man looked at me and started laughing. He goes, try Commander. I'm in charge of the flight deck. Whoa, 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 shit. No shit. Commander, huh? And he just looked at me and he went, no shit? And I went, yeah, no shit. Well, we did the 5 walk. I went downstairs and I seen Big John, told Big John I met you here, Boston. Big John says, well, I'll probably hear of it. And I said, oh, you probably will. Because I called him Chief, and then I called him Senior, and then I called him a Master Chief. And Big John just started laughing. Well, it got to be about 3 o'clock. I've never been to the Chief's mess before. And I was wearing this green shirt with this PO thing ironed on my sleeve. And I told Ham that I'm going downstairs and get a meal. Ham says, well, I'll be right behind you. Okay. Well, I got lost. It is so easy to get lost on that carrier. Well, I'm looking for the Chief's mess. I found the enlisted mess, but being gunny, you're not allowed to eat there. You got to go to the Chief's mess. So I asked directions on how to get to the Chief's mess. I had to go 2 up, 1 over, 1 down, which made no sense to me. Why didn't I just walk and go through a door? Well, there's no door. It was a wall. Okay, fine. I had to go up 2, over 1, down 1, over 1, down 1. Same level, just had to snake to get there. Well, anyways, I got there and I got my meal, and I see Ham sitting over there with some sergeant major that I've never seen before. So I went over and sat down and introduced myself to him. Sergeant Major, I'm Gene. Shook his hand. And the Sergeant Major looked at me and says, yeah, Gunny Ham told me that you'd introduce yourself that way. But Gunny, I'm in charge of the Marines aboard this vessel. And I am one that uses proper military etiquette. Oh! No, that's your bag, Sergeant Major. That ain't my bag. About that time I seen this Chief staring at me. And I looked at him and I said, don't turn around, Ham, but there's a Chief over there making eyes at me. Ham popped up and goes, you're not going to. Sure am. Sure the hell am. So I looked at him, winked at him, and blew him a kiss. That Chief got pissed. Stood up, came over, noticed who I was sitting with. Well, he excused himself, told the Sergeant Major that I had no right to wink at him and blow him a kiss. The Sergeant Major looked at me and he goes, why'd you do it, Gunny? Simple. He was giving me the eye. You know? All ducks are faggots as far as I'm concerned. Well, the Chief just looked at me and goes, well, just who the hell do you think you are eating in this mess? Wearing that shirt. Wearing this. Oh, you're talking about my PO thing here. Well, I got another one just like it. They gave me 2 of them. Both of them had this thing on it. What was I supposed to do? Yeah? Tell you what. Here to here. Navy. Here to here. Marine Corps. Problem? Chiefy Weefy? Go away. You're starting to bother me. Well, I ate. Chief went back, sat down, was talking to a couple other chiefs, and all of them started looking at me. Gunny Ham just looked at me and goes, no, don't, no, Gene, don't. I had to. I blew them all kisses. They all got up and left. Made my day. Well, I went upstairs, went to the ready room, and I'm sitting around there. Big John comes over, tells me that the air bosun likes me. Oh shit, I'm in trouble now. Air bosun likes me. Okay. Well, Big John, what do I do now? Just stay out of trouble, Gene. That's all. Just stay out of trouble. Okay. Well, a couple hours passed. It was time for my run. I asked where the weight room is, because they told me they had a running track in there. You know, because you can't run on the hangar deck because of the airplanes and the movements, and you know, it's just too much of a hassle. And you can't run up on the deck because of flight ops. But I was told that the gym had a, well, you go down to the first level and go to the bow of the ship, and there's a big room in there. It's for officers and senior enlisted. Okay. Now remember, I'm still wearing this PO thing. So I go to the bow, and I found the place. And I changed it into my PT gear. And I went into this room. The running machine was, oh man, they put money in that. They put money in that. And I got running with a couple other guys. There was about 4 of us on this running machine. I tell you, it was great. You set your pace. Well, I asked them if they liked 8-minute miles. Well, none of them liked 8-minute miles. They were 10-minute miles. Oh, jeez. I gotta walk. Well, they set it for 10-minute miles. And I started walking. And they're just sweating their balls off. Well, after a while, they got off, and one of them upped it to 6-minute miles. I lasted for about 4 miles doing 6-minute miles, and then I had to get off the thing. My legs were killing me. I've never run 6-minute miles for any, especially 4 minutes. But anyways, I was glad I did it. I was real glad I did it. Well, I went upstairs, got on my thing because I wanted to go up on the flight deck and watch the night carrier quals. So I went up and watched night carrier quals, and it was fantastic. I mean, they say that working a flight deck is the hardest job that there is in the whole world, and I totally believe it. I totally believe it. If you're a thorn, you're going to be plucked and thrown into the ocean if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Or anyways, that night I'm laying in the rack. All of a sudden I'm up like 40 degrees. I kind of slid down to the bottom of the bunk, and I'm going, what the hell's going on here? And the chief that was showing us the ropes and that, he popped up and he goes, oh, we just got to go to a different destination, and he's got to put it in overdrive to go. If you want to see something beautiful, go outside. Oh, okay. So I got up. Now we're at a tilt, about a 40-degree angle. And we were that way for about an hour. And I got out there on the deck, and I'm looking, and oh man, I tell you what, the wake that aircraft was doing, you could surf it. I mean, there was at least 10-12 foot waves coming off the back of that aircraft carrier. I was really impressed by the power of the Theodore Roosevelt, by the power of any aircraft carrier. I can just see what the new ones are doing now when they go into overdrive.
How come you're away from me?
So anyways,
yeah, you're going with chill, you fucking whore.
it got to be
Fucking
about the
whore,
end of
stay out
the
my life, bitch.
thing, and
Bitch ass whore.
Big John comes up to me, and he goes, well, one of the rules is you can't ride the elevator. Well, geez, John, I told you, I've always wanted to ride the elevator. No, you can't ride the elevator. No personnel is allowed on the elevator when it goes up and down from the hangar deck to the top deck, or the top deck to the hangar deck. No personnel are allowed on it, only the aircraft. But there is one exception. Wait, what's that, Big John? Well, we need a guard to guard our stuff, and we're going to put all our stuff on the elevator, and that guard's going to ride it down to the hangar deck, and we'll take it off. Oh, I got to find a guard. Okay, I volunteered to be a guard. No, got it. You can't. It's got to be a peon. Oh, jeez. Is that another one of your duck ruse? Yep, got to be a peon. Well, Big John just promoted this seat shop guy, and he had his little airman thing that he took off his uniform, and he's throwing on the PO thing. So I walked up to him. Now I'm wearing a green shirt, and this airman thing is a white square with 2 or 3 red lines going diagonal on it. So I said, what are you going to do with that? And he goes, oh, I'm going to trash it. No, you're not. You're going to sew it right here. Just stitch it on my shirt so I can become a non-rate. So he did. He stitched it on my shoulder. I went up to Big John, and I said, well, I got somebody assigned. He goes, okay, good, put him out there. Okay, great. So I went out there, and I stood guard. Well, who comes over? The air boss. Now, we're just now going into Virginia Beach. The air boss comes up to me, and he goes, well, Gene, how'd you like your 2 weeks? Oh, man, Commander, fantastic. Yeah, I prefer to be called Air Boss. Oh, okay, Air Boss. I tell you what, I was never more impressed. You know, everything. Well, how'd you like the meals? Meals are fantastic. I really like the Chief's mess. Yeah, I heard about you blowing kisses down there. Oh, man, you can't keep secrets around this ship for nothing. Nope, sure can't. Everybody is going to remember you for a long time. Oh, okay, okay. No big deal. Well, we're about ready to pull in. I got to get off this elevator. Are you going to come with me? No, Air Boss. I seem to be the guard. You can't be the guard. You're... And then he noticed my patch. You've got to be kidding. Hey. Gene turned around and walked away. Well, I rode the elevator down. Got the stuff all. Got back in uniform. The proper uniform this time. The whole uniform. We're going out there to get on the buses in order to go to the airport to catch the flight back to Jacksonville. Well, I'm on the bus, and Big John comes in. He sits down next to me, and he goes, Gene, Air Boss wants me to tell you that he's never enjoyed a man like you've given to him. He said that there was only a couple days where he didn't find out about you and what you were up to. You're kidding me. Nope, matter of fact, you got him in a challenge. What? Well, it seems like he's a runner, and he's never done 4 minutes at 4 minutes at 6-minute miles, or 7-minute miles. So he's gonna do 4 minutes and 7-minute miles even if it kills him. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. So anyway, that was my Theodore Roosevelt with the ducks and the stuff that happened down there. But I tell you what, I was really impressed with the way the Navy operates aboard that aircraft carrier compared to the ducks on dry land. No. But I tell you what, the Navy that's on those aircraft carriers got my full respect. Totally. And with that, I'm going to close. So, have a good day and may God bless. And I'm looking at 2035.